you have a buddy. Well, scuba diving, I've got my buddies. I got lots of buddies. They're protecting me right now. In race car driving, I got my buddies. They go over the wall and change tires for me. Teamwork is just so much more fun when you have friends to do it with, when you play a sport. Isn't that a beautiful fish right there, though? Look how gorgeous they are. So, the big one. I mean, come on, there's got to be something more you can do. Was he like right behind my head? Pretty close, huh? It's okay, I feel pretty safe. So the turtle or these little fish will be way more likely to bite something in this tank. Well, my car goes a little bit faster than these guys in the tank. When we race at Kentucky Motor Speedway, let's see, I actually don't have anything inside the race car that tells me how fast I'm going. But I do know that Kentucky being one of my most favorite racetracks, it's worn out, it's bumpy, its asphalt is not new like much of the track right now, much of the other racetracks right now. I think we do about 100 and I'd say 85 top speed. She makes sure that I come here and don't say things I'm not supposed to, which some days is kind of tough for me. Well, you know, the problem I've got now is the 62 South Point Chevy, we're sitting in 8th in points, and we're kind of stuck in that realm. So for us, if we want to move up in points, we have to have a stellar last little third of this season. My goal, we've won a race this year at Road America, so my goal is to this year go out and win another oval race and finish the year out really strong on that point. Don't really know if we can move up too much further in points other than 7th, but the goal is always to catch the guy you can catch and to try to win a couple more races this year. And the end of the season works well for me in my career. You've got a lot of tracks I'm great at. We've got, you know, Kentucky, Chicago, mile and a half, Texas, Homestead, so a lot of good racetracks that I notoriously do very well on. So I'm looking forward to finish this season out strong and getting another win this year and riding that momentum into next year. How I ended up in Georgetown was because of football. A lot of people don't know I actually played football first. That was my primary sport, and the Georgetown football team is what got me into Georgetown University. Once I was there, I ended up by circumstance being put on the basketball team. So I really didn't intend to be a Georgetown, Georgetown, Las Vegas to Georgetown and play basketball, but I was fortunate enough that it happened. And then the many things are very similar. You know, the main thing is, like I've been telling these kids, is teamwork. You learn, I'm a believer in the team atmosphere. So when I race, the way I treat my team, I treat it just like I treat the football team, a basketball team. Many guys don't believe racing is a team sport. You see the driver, and you think we're sitting in a chair. It's always about the team. I'm sitting here in a scuba tank talking to you guys surrounded by sharks. I have an entire team of people sitting back in North Carolina putting my seat in, putting my seat belts in. I trust those people implicitly. When you're on a basketball court or a football court, you have to know, and football season started, of course, last night in the pros, you've got to trust that, you know, the quarterback has to trust the receiver to make a cut at the right time. The running back has to trust the quarterback to know he can make the right calls. There's always trust. And I like a team atmosphere. I don't like when the guy is a race car driver and he gets out of the race car and never sees the team, never talks to them. I like the team atmosphere of sports, and that's a big deal to me. So when I treat my team, I treat them like I got treated at Georgetown University. We go to dinner every night. We do breakfast in the morning. We stay together all day, and I try to keep that team atmosphere. It's very important to me.